everyone, and welcome to today's baby card creation using some fun MFT products. We'll be using this Welcome Baby stamp set and coordinating with this awesome stamp set that has got some really great sentiments and some focal word sentiments in there. Is the baby rattle and the bundle of baby clothes. Now these sayings, they're two different die sets. One's specifically the baby rattle, which would be perfect for shaker cards as well, and the bundle of baby clothes, which suits some of these sentiments. This sentiment stamp set here that I've just brought into view is a must-have to add into your stash. This is called Essential Sentiments. Such a versatile set and awesome to have in your stash. I've got some 2 paper pads here from MFT as well, the hearts and stripes, and also the sweet celebrations which have some cute little patterns that you'll be able to use with your clothes and your baby dies. So I've used that in today's card creations. I will be making 2 cards, and I've brought into view some light pink cardstock, which I found coordinated with the paper pack, as well as some baby blue cardstock. And here I've just pieced them all together in little bits, which was fun to do, and I just had a glue pen, a fine tip glue pen, to put this all through together. I just didn't want to put that into camera and to show you all of the fiddly bits, but bringing into view this yellow, all these papers coordinate with each other, so I kept it very simple and let the paper and the dies do most of the talking. I've got 3 strips of that yellow. It's like almost like a saffron daffodil kind of beautiful yellow color. Now these top folding white cardstocks here, I've got 1 white panel which I'm going to pop up on some foam tape, and next to that on the left hand side, that's where I'm going to use the strip of the yellow paper, and that's going to be foam mounted up. So here I've just used some tape to adhere that down with, and because it is a 6x6 paper pack, I've just given it a little bit of a trim, and I cut from the back so I can see where I'm cutting, and I just follow that along with my paper snips. Now using this panel, I foam mounted it a lot, which you can see I did not spare. If I had the actual foam sheets, I would have used that. That would have been far better, because you'll notice in my stamping later I had to almost resuscitate and press quite hard. Now with this Inkadinkado masking paper, I've die cut with a circle MFT die. You can use any circle die. I just wanted to get the shadow effect with my ink blending, and I just wanted to ink blend a light circle yellow color, so I've used a fossilized amber in the Distress Oxide inks. It goes on like butter, and I've already primed and used this ink before with that ink blending tool, so I hardly had to put any ink on that. I did tap it off camera, and I just very lightly blended that on. I hardly put any pressure on that, as this, I found the ink was already loaded up on that ink blending tool, so I was just careful there. I put the circle partly off center, and you can see it just reveals this awesome image. This mask image is just lovely, and I just loved using that masking paper. It's only a recent addition to my stash. Okay, so I've brought in the Distress Oxide Broken China ink and this stamp set, which is so cute. It says the laundry is about to get super cute. See here what I'm talking about. I had to perform CPR on this just about because of the foam. It was falling in between where it wasn't any pressure on the foam tape. So if you can get the whole foam mounted back or stamp before you adhere on, which I forgot to do. So it was fixable because I used my MISTI, and I was able to line it up with my MISTI. So bringing these cute little gorgeous outfits into view and adhering it down, and I brought my pretty pink posh clear sequins, an array here that I have an assortment of sizes, and this 3D foam dots from Couture Creations, all available from the Crafty Cafe online store. I've put my multi-matte medium in this actual application bottle that's got a fine lid, and then it's also got like a silicone top so it doesn't clog up. I've been really enjoying this lately, and I have found this has been quite good to use. No clog. I couldn't get my hands on a precision tip, and I was using another one, but I found it still clogged up. But this one here works so well, and I've been liking it so far. So I'm trialing this out. I've only had it for a couple of weeks, but I use it to death. I've brought into view also to adhere these down is a liquid glue from Couture Creation, a glue pen. It is a little bit thicker tip, not as good for fine tip as my multi-matte medium little application bottle that I've used, but and that's why I used it with the sequence, and then because a thicker application I was able to use for the little dresses and little outfits. Now I've got this Spectrum Noir clear sequence. I had it upside down in my pen holder, and so it was a little bit clogged up, and so I just needed to give it a good brush on a scrap cardstock, and I'm just adding some fine little glitter just to add some little dazzle to the little outfits. So you really notice it in the reflection as you shimmer away. So it's been beautiful, little added element and shimmer to the cards, which was nice. So I want to continue the theme on the inside as well. So I've just brought in that pattern paper that I used for little outfits, and just put a strip on the inside. And because I made so many outfits, what I did was actually also put a little outfit on the bottom left of the strip. I realized this one didn't match because it was too coordinated, so I just brought into view another one and adhered that down, which is a bit plainer, but it was nice. So I do this with 2 cards. So today I'll create 2 cards, the same card, but just you'll find the sentiments just a little bit different, and I use it from the Essentials Sentiment Pack from MFT. So bringing that into view, adhering this down, and of course adding some sparkle, which I absolutely love. So that's one card down. The other one's very similar as well. This card in particular, I added an extra pink strip there on the left hand side last minute. This one I don't add a strip. So tell me what you think, if you prefer that extra added strip of cardstock there on the left hand side or not. So using the Welcome Little One from that stamp set, I also bring into view this stitched banner dies as well. It's a trio. I've got some worn lipstick because it's a really nice pink tone, and it also matches with the actual pink element to the little outfits. I popped this up on some 3D foam squares, and I definitely didn't hold back and nearly put the whole row of it on the back of that. But I wanted to just make sure it was securely adhered down because they're quite small squares. They're quite cute, great for this type of thin banner. Now I'll also adhere these down. I toyed with the fact of adding some embellishments with this card, but I realized I wanted to keep this card a little bit simpler. So I didn't add any embellishment, but I do add some little bit of sparkle as well with the Spectrum Noir clear sparkle pen. Okay, so again with the foam dots, and then also the same glue, but I actually this one clogged up a little bit, so I just put that aside just for time's sake and just brought in my multi-medium. With this one, you can put as much as or little as you want. This precision chip actually is, you know, depending on the squeeze, you can put a lot on or you can put less on. I found this awesome, this little application bottle. So I also continue the theme on the inside as well. Same thing, same idea, strip on the inside of pattern paper, as well as a little outfit as well. Couldn't help myself and did the actual clear sparkle. It was just fun to use. And there it is on the inside. Isn't it adorable? These little outfits are just so cute. I reckon they're great to have in your stash to make quick baby cards, and even if you wanted to bulk make these cards, very, very easy to do. Tell me which one you like. Did you like the extra border on the one on the right there? But isn't it cute? These little cards and outfits are just adorable. So don't forget to visit our blogs, visit our Facebook and social media, leave comments. Would love to hear from you.